that is a big concern, and that could be a potential gap in coverage. That specific question, I would have to say, if you have a business and you have personal autos, you need to make sure you're in very good communication with your commercial lines producer as well as your personal lines producer, because if the right endorsements are not in place, you could find that there is someone whose liability is not properly protected. For example, if you own the car personally and it's insured in the name of your business and there's a claim, then the liability will extend for the commercial piece of it, but your personal liability is not protected in that scenario. So you would definitely need to have the vehicle's registration match how the named insured reads in most cases. There are some endorsements that let you branch over the two, but those would need to be specific to your producer and yourself. You would need to have a conversation with your commercial producer in that scenario every time. If your vehicle is registered in the name of the business, it needs to be insured in the name of the business, because if you have an accident and you have it insured personally, you personally do not have an insurable interest in that car. The business does. So that leaves the business wide open for a lawsuit. People who put their business policies, register them in the name of the business, but then they try to insure them personally, it's probably even at bigger risk unless the specific endorsements are in place. Usually there's actually not endorsements in the personal lines department that can protect the business. Business insurance is not always more expensive. Again, that's why in this specific question, it's very imperative, if you own a business, that you're in good communication with your producer to do what's best for you and who protects both your personal liability and your commercial liability. Because in some cases, commercial lines is more affordable because their underwriting is very different than in personal lines. But it boils down to, am I going to be protected in the event of a lawsuit or a liability claim? That's the key question here. If I have a wreck, am I going to be properly covered? The only way you're going to know that answer is if you are in good communication with both your commercial and your personal lines producer. A home loan is definitely the best option for that, because our personal department, being myself and the girls in my department, and our commercial lines department are right here in the same building, right here on the same floor. So we have a very good line of communication. We can find out exactly what coverages you have on your commercial policy and on your personal policy in just a matter of seconds, and make sure that you have the endorsements in place that you need on both sides so that there is not a gap in coverage. Well, for personal auto insurance and for business, you can call us here at Home Loan, because we're a one-stop organization. We're insurance professionals when it comes to commercial and personal lines. But for personal, you can call me, Carma Brown, at 970-254-0822. Or check us out on the web at www.hlic.com. And you can send an email, and we will get back to you very quickly. Also, if you don't have a commercial producer, you can call me and I can put you in line with one, and they can get you a quote so that you can make sure that you have both your business and your personal insurance protected adequately.